5 seconds to go. Start. The policy announced in the beginning of December last year was good as far as it went, but there is need to review it so that a vigorous program of development of the spinning sector can be initiated without further loss of time. I would like to take this opportunity of referring to the number of joint commissions that have been set up with different countries in the world. I suggest that the business community should be associated with the discussions as also in negotiating trade agreements. That will be really very beneficial. I am happy to find that a separate chapter has been devoted in the report of the Commerce Ministry to Indian industrial joint ventures abroad. It is true that prospective entrepreneurs wishing to set up joint ventures receive due assistance from government. I would, however, suggest that India's potentialities and capabilities in this regard should be realized more fully. Here, I would also suggest our collaboration with other countries in putting up industries in third countries. We can always collaborate with the Russia, China or Japan to put up industries in third world countries. Such collaboration will be beneficial to all concerned. India has well developed capacities in the field of construction, architecture, town planning, dam engineering, mining, oil exploration, power engineering, management and economic consultancy. Subcontracting, particularly in Southeast Asia offers large scope and there is no harm in becoming a junior partner, provided it can give satisfactory results to the nation. I would suggest that the Commerce Ministry should take greater interest in enabling Indian entrepreneurs to realize the potential in this behalf. Sir, no governments, no party has any magic solutions to those problems and those problems are going to be with us. The problems of reviving economic growth, the problem of massive unemployment, the problem of resource mobilization, the problem of savings, investment, etc., the problem of energy, the problem of shortage of power, electrical, hydro and other forms of power, note the political power, as there is no shortage of political power. But there is shortage of this power where every scheme of areas, every project of areas, almost every unit of enterprise is roadblocked because of the shortage of power and energy. The problem of finding a happy combination between hardcore, economic policies for economic revival with distributed justice with constraints on the growth of the kind of economic activity which would deprive merit. How to find this balance and how to revive the economy. These are massive problems for which we need a massive national effort, and I am pleading for a new national consensus, the path that has already proved to be the most suitable, the path of the public sector enjoying the commanding heights while we retain freedom of enterprise in certain important sectors. Sir, the President has also in his speech mentioned the international situation, although in somewhat subdued terms because of the gravity of the situation. There is no doubt that the international situation is grim. The psychology of the Cold War is again gripping the big powers. Sir, we have had an occasion to discuss certain developments on our borders, Afghanistan and Pakistan, and I have spoken on them at length, and I do propose to repeat those things. Stop. But I would like to submit three major factors in the international situation at present, positive and negative. Stop. Only when we understand these, can we evolve suitable responses also. Stop. One is the problem of adjustments to the realities of the new situation. Stop. The new situation is that at one time we saw one power or one set of powers predominant, dominating the seas, dominating the pathways, and now another power, another set of powers have arisen with an equal measure of power. Stop. To find adjustment and harmony is one of the major problems. Stop. We had the philosophy or the theory of the excess of power, we had the theory of sufficiency of superiority, and we had the theory of sufficiency of power here. Stop. Para. Mr. Vice Chairman, I wish the matter had not come up for discussion in this House in the form in which it has come, because we will be discussing, it appears, the same subject more or less piecemeal in connection with the other two bills as well. Stop. What was necessary for the government in this connection was to provide for a general discussion on the report of the Finance Commission, the kind of thing that we have on such reports, and after hearing the views of the members here, they should have formulated a bill. Stop. Even if they had formulated the bill earlier, the bill should have been preceded by a discussion on the report. Stop. It would then have given us an opportunity of dealing with this rather important subject in our public finance and indeed in our national life. Stop. Para. But now, we are asked to treat this matter piecemeal and deal with the bill as it comes separately. Stop. I say, sir, this would not seem very fair. Stop. It is true that we have had two other reports of the Finance Commission and that we have had certain opportunities of discussing the issues raised by the Finance Commission on previous occasions. Stop. But that should not have precluded a thorough discussion of the third report, more especially after the experience of the two 5-year plans and generally also, after the experience of the states in the matter of public finance and as regards relations between the states and the center. Stop. All I can say is that the government does not understand the magnitude of the problem or the urgency or the seriousness of the issues involved. Stop. It is possibly because they think that all the state governments are under their control and that the state governments would toe the line whatever is laid down from here. Stop. Suppose, sir, today a number of states had been outside the control of the same party which controls the central government, problems would have become acute because conflicts between the state governments controlled by certain other parties and those controlled by the Congress party which controls the central government would have arisen sharply, calling for a thorough discussion and mutual consultation in a different way. Stop. Once they get past whatever they like and also, once it is passed, the states will more or less accept without any protest the dispensation of the center. Stop. Para. Judiciary is the most important wing of democracy where the demand of efficient stenographers has never been fully met for speedy functioning of the trial courts, district, sessions, special, CBI, SIT, Green Tribunal, High Courts and the Supreme Court, for want of proper guidance and material in stenography, on the demand of enthusiastic students and the auditor's professional commitment with his legal and bilingual experience in the field, the publication of this book on legal matters has been undertaken. Stop.